is in the house? Who is in the house? It's the gangster of destruction, so you know what's going down. And when the drive-by's coming, then you better hit the grind, cause when your body hits the canvas, then your head is knocked out. Who is in the house? Who is in the house? It's the gangster of destruction.
Good evening, everybody. This is Huge Pop and the Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast. Welcome to the Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast. Tonight we have Warrior Wrestling Alliance promoter Brady Brown. In the last month or so, he's flexed the snake-like powers and upset a few of people on his rosters in the locker room by decisions he's made. Some would say he turned his back on them. But tonight, members of the WWA locker room come on the show to unload thoughts and air their differences. Please welcome to the HPWP Ruthless Devontae Adams, Aaron Debo Rydell, Tiger T, and Ricka Wildley. And oh yes, can't forget Brady Brown up there in the top. GM of
you buses and you squares.
Yeah, like no respect whatsoever, dude.
How you guys doing tonight? How you guys doing?
Doing all right, my man. How you doing tonight?
Debo, man, thank you, man. Thank you for acknowledging the fact that you're on the show. And unlike everybody else, they're all silent. I don't know about you, so maybe we'll have a conversation. How about that?
Sounds good to me, my man.
Yeah, I'd love to hear that conversation.
So,
hush, hater.
About a month ago, I suppose, I had the opportunity to have Brady Brown flex his muscles on my show because he had some talk that he wanted to talk about Ruthless Devontae Adams podcast before his, all this stuff, and he had to cry his way out of the paper bag and air his differences, which brought us to this point right now. So there was some kind of sneaky stuff that Brady Brown did in August, what I heard our last event. And Ruthless, the first question though, Brady Brown asked, what happened at last event, man? What happened to you? How'd that go? Your last WWA event, how'd that go?
It went normal. How it normally goes. Brady screwing over somebody. Ricka, I have no beef with Ricka at all. Let me go ahead and start by saying that. I have no quarrels with this man. This man went to war with me against legal lines. So let me go ahead and air that out right now. If anybody think it's beef with Ricka Wildley, no, it's not. What we had going on was a friendly competition to see who was the better person. That was with the UWE show and with the WWA show. So let's get that understood for anybody who wonder. Now, do I think I would have beaten Ricka the night of Fully Loaded, Locked and Loaded, whatever you want to say? Yes. Only because at the end of the day, Brady, you got involved once again, and at the end of the day, I lost because of you. This is the second time you just screwed me over because of the fact that you screwed me over at Joint Forces, and now here it is with this previous show where you screwed me again by stealing my property, dog. That's what gets me. So at the end of the day, I'm back here hunting around for the damn chain, and you up here talking noise on the mic, talking about some, you got it in a safe place. For what? Touching my stuff for what? That's what I don't understand. But like I said, I didn't calm down a whole lot because, like I said, our main man Derek called me with some news that you had no choice but to approve because of the fact that you know you did wrong, sucker. And at the end of the day, I'm standing on business with this. So, snake gonna always be a snake. That's how
Not a snake, Ruthless. What I am is someone. I'm a visionary. Man, I ain't trying to steal that from Seth Rollins, but
Don't do that.
Yeah, not trying to do that, but it's the truth. You can't just coin that and no one gets to use it ever again. But I see something in you, and I've been trying to test you to see what your limits are, to see if I can get you to play in a fair fashion. I want you to win, but I want you to win with pride. I want you to win the Warrior Wrestling Alliance way. And yeah, I had your chain. So Scott, I had Anastasia. That's what I had. His chain, that thick, heavy chain. I actually had it in my binder, and during the match, I pulled it out because Ruthless was about to go crazy on Ricka. Like he had this mad dog look, and I was trying to calm him down. At the same time, like a double-edged sword. I was also trying to see if he could keep from getting distracted. And so
I had a mad dog look. You're right, because that's what I do. I'm a pit bull. What do you expect when you aggravate a dog? What you think you're gonna get? You're gonna get bit. So at the end of the day, you agitated a dog. So what happens?
You said it earlier that was supposed to be a friendly match competition between the two of y'all, and you started going a little off the rails. You're talking about taking his head off and stuff like that. And I know that Rico is a fine competitor, and he probably would have stood up to what you were about to bring, but I didn't want you to do something that you were going to regret, because like I said, I've got you on this track. I've been trying to mold you. I'm testing you. I'm pushing your limits. I'm trying to get you where I need you to go. And where you need to go is exactly where our owner, Derek Chancellor, put you. I did that in my head. I knew that if I did something like that, even if you won that match, that was going to happen. This title match you have coming up, but at the same time, if I distracted you, he was going to owe you something.
But what I hear Brady Brown say is he interfered because he didn't think you could get the good face what the pit bull has.
Let me go. Look. Let me go ahead and make this relatively clear. And I hold no grudges against what happened between Devontae and Sir Brady Brown. But the fact of the matter is me and Devontae, yes, we have went to war together on the same side. We went to war against each other match after match. And it doesn't matter if you know Ricka's history, if you know the stops that I pull out every time I enter the ring. It doesn't matter if you're looking toward the crowd. It doesn't matter if you're looking toward the managers outside or the people trying to get in your head from the outside of the ring. Ricka is always doing his best to stay 2 steps ahead of the game. And even if the pit bull was to break his leash and go a little ruthless on old Ricka Wobbly, just like any other dog with a squeaky toy getting distracted, I took advantage, and that's exactly what happened. Winning is winning, and at the end of the day, that's what I do.
With some help.
Star didn't have any help.
I didn't touch a single person. Did not touch a single person.
Ricka Wobbly came out there to win. And I hate to say it like that, and I know it wasn't just the most, prestigious way to get the 3, but when I'm facing someone, I don't care what's happening outside of the ring. I don't care what's happening in the back. I don't care what's happening at home. The only thing that matters is the fact that I am facing my opponent. And until that 3 count is hit, whether my back is to the mat or whether I'm on top and coming out as a victor, the only thing that matters is winning. Any means necessary. That's part of the game. I can't help that Devontae got distracted. I can't help that.
Let me say this too. And he brought up a good point, because really at the end of it all, I wasn't worried about his partner, Ethan.
Right.
I wasn't really worried about him as a whole. It was more of Brady. Anytime Brady is involved in anything, it becomes a damn problem. I told you this before, HP, man, at the end of the day, I tell this to anybody. Brady is a problem.
Big problem.
Brady is a problem. I don't care who, at the end of the day, is on the same page as me. We don't get along. We do get along, whatever. Brady is a problem.
And I agree with you.
It's no way around it.
I agree with you, and I think Aaron Debo, he agrees with you. He chimed in on that podcast about a month ago, and he spitted out some words that he felt the same way everybody else does. My only question is, Tiger T, there's video of you riding in a car with Brady Brown. Are you and him connected some way? Are you guys in cohesion with each other?
No. Let me go ahead and get this straight. So he's in between Tiger T, the Vince Kingdom, and Brady Brown. It is a fan section. And we just go ahead and get that out there and plain and simple. Fact of the matter is that the Vince Kingdom cannot stand Brady Brown. And what actually happened on that car ride that you saw on Facebook was that somebody was overstepping their bounds and going to the outer limits of their powers by forcing me to make a trip from the Serengeti to an airport in the United States where he was going to pick me up to have a conversation with me because he was afraid that if he was around Debo, Aaron Rydell, the Bad Boys of Wrestling, and the rest of the Vince Kingdom, that things wouldn't go particularly in his favor. So this was his attempt to isolate and blindside your favor.
Well, I was thinking that because I read later another post that you pretty much took, I would think, spoke your mind about that one Brady Brown.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really think it's a secret, just to the point to which Brady Brown, Tiger T, and the Vince Kingdom stay at odds with each other. The fact of the matter is that when Warrior Wrestling Alliance was first established, it was established on the back of Tiger T and Aaron Debo Rydell. And now this sheriff has came into WWA thinking he's going to change the laws of the land. That's not the way the Vince Kingdom operates.
Yeah, it's called Warrior Wrestling Alliance. It's not called the Vengeful Kingdom Wrestling Company. So you need to understand that.
So
So at
some
the
of
end
the
of the
things,
day, Scott, hold on a second. Every time I go to talk, it's either you or one of these other guys that's interrupting me. Tiger T, you got a contract. Ruthless, you got a contract. Rika, you got one. Aaron, you've got one. I've got one too. And my contract says exactly what I can and can't do on there. And everything I've done is stuff that allows me to do that based on that contract. And what I'm doing is you know what a tornado does? It spins around and creates chaos. And at the end of the day, it's going to have that peace, that quietness when those birds come back and they start chirping very quietly and softly. And everybody looks around and they see the destruction, but at the same time, they also have that peace and that joy because they made it to the other side. That's what we're having to do. We got these little growing pains, and you're either going to get flown away by the tornado or you're going to be there at the end of the day helping me clean up and be a part of this.
well, I'm just
The
going
fact of the matter is, it stands like this. Even our main owner said that at the end of the day, you might be laying on your back looking up to the event of your consequences. And you're right. It's just like a tornado. So because of the tornado, your ass will probably be looking up saying, yeah, I should have never screwed over Debo. Yeah, I should have never screwed over D. Yeah, I should have never screwed over Rick and everybody else. Because that's what you're doing, dog. Like you screwing over.
No offense to our owner, but at the last show, he was the one looking up at the lights because he got attacked. Not me.
So I'm just going to say some words that you're. I'm going to share some words. You've probably seen it on Facebook if you know how to read, or if you have time to get away after. If you have time, but some of the things were said. You are petulant, bottom-feeding debutante.
That's definitely Tiger.
You continue to prove why scum like you is nothing more than a nuisance to those who use that are close to you. Let's see.
Come on, man.
You just basically, you're scum. You're a snake, like everybody knows. So back to the questions that are at hand. So are you holding this the chain that belongs truthfully to Ruthless Davante Adams?
Yeah, I've got the chain. And
Stealing.
it's because he's got another piece of metal, hopefully, that's going to be around his body instead of that chain. Something
All right, let's talk about that upcoming match that he has.
Yeah, please let's talk about it. Please tell me about it, because I keep hearing about the way it's been explained to me. I had 3 opportunities, technically 4, because I forgot there's one other championship. Wait. There's one other championship that's also on the line with that too. But at the end of the day, I digress. I really don't have no quarrel with Tiger T at all, neither. However, there is one individual that I have already defeated once, and I wouldn't mind doing it again for that world championship that he has.
Who you talking about, Brady? That's who you pointing at, homeboy. You pointing at Brady.
He's pointing down at you.
Trying to point in the there we go, right there.
This the smoke you don't want. I'm that cancerous. I'm that uncut. You don't want this.
Hey, Ruthless, I need you. Let's play a little detective here, Ruthless. I've already said Tiger T's got an exhibition match at this show, and then the next show he's going to have a title match. So it's not Tiger T's innovative title. and we'll get to that in a minute, Scott, about Tiger T having to come back to work.
Yeah.
Aaron Rydell, and we were going to talk about this a little bit later, but we got to now since you want to play this game. Aaron Rydell is going to have a rematch against Austin Andrews since he cheated him at the last show at Locked and Loaded.
What a rematch? He don't deserve no rematch, blood. Come on now.
Heavyweight champion is MIA, so I don't think he's going to be there. So that's not that title. So that leaves one other title.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Oh,
it does.
really? So, that explains a whole lot. That's cool.
You better be glad it ain't mine.
I know what you're thinking, Ruthless. I know what you're thinking. And I know what Scott's probably thinking too. Because our elite champion is someone that I've been close to for a very long time, and that's who you're gonna be facing. But you know what? I'm gonna keep myself away from that ring. I'm gonna keep myself out of it. That way there's nobody saying, "Oh,
It's best that you do.
Shenanigans.
It's best that you do. But I've known to been able to slay giants, and I don't have a problem slaying dragons neither.
But
If that's
Ruthless,
what you're referring to. So
you have failed me twice on getting distracted. I've got one more distraction for you though, and it's not going to be me this time. Okay? You know that we've got our contest going right now. You know, when some of our fans share our Facebook posts, social media posts, and stuff like that, they get entered into the drawing of a hat to be a manager of the night. So with that said, you are going to be the wrestling talent that our guest manager gets to come out to that night.
Sucks to be you.
seriously, for real, that's what.
What's up with all this favoritism here?
See how you keep screwing me over, dog? But you don't want me to be.
He's showing you love, baby.
Have all these issues and stuff with you, bro.
You his favorite now. You his project.
Because I feel you can do this.
He's giving you.
You can get distracted. Two, you're an ambassador for Warrior Wrestling Alliance, and this is a good way to show that.
Yeah.
Especially if you win the belt, that's a great great opportunity for you to springboard into being an ambassador for our company.
You getting your push, daddy.
How can I be an ambassador for anything if I'm study getting screwed over by somebody like you?
You ain't even had the match and you're whining about getting screwed over. Come on, Ruthless.
He giving you a bone, Ruthless. You his one, Ruthless.
Let me say this. First of all, to be honest, it plays out in my favor because when you lock a dog in his cage, that's when he becomes the most dangerous. I already said that once, and I'm gonna say it again. Second of all, I told you I'm standing on business. So, you know what? I'll take your challenge. I'll accept that little foolishness because at the end of the day, it don't matter who the manager is. I'm still gonna come out on top, number one, as the new elite champion.
You need to protect. You got to protect this manager. At the same time, you got to show them respect because they are one of our paying fans.
Jerry Pollen says, "I will not allow
you security now. You got to protect them. They got to take what's happening in this business, baby. Once they get off around that rope, they got to take whatever's coming to them. Ruthless, he throwing you a bone. You his new project. You finna get it all, but a match with me, so you can hang that up."
Punk Sinister says, "Damn poodle, yappity yap yap yap."
While we on it, see Punk Sinister running his mouth and everything right now. Hey, bro, I tell you like this. Since you got so much to say, how about Brady? You make something interesting. Right after I deal with this situation here, and right after we deal with the show that comes right after that, man, get Punk Sinister over and let me humble this man. Because it is.
What makes you think you deserve to share the ring with either member of the Vince Kingdom right now? You're someone else's pet project, so he's literally jerking your chain around. And you think you have what it takes to share the ring with us?
That just goes to show you can't even hear. Because I said Punk Sinister.
Tiger,
but
you're lucky.
at the end of the day, if I don't have a problem humbling any of y'all in the Vince Kingdom, because number one, I had to beat two of y'all already.
Tiger, you're very lucky that I didn't make his match against you for that innovative title. I'm trying to give you a chance to have an exhibition match before you have to have a title match.
No, you lucky you didn't make that match, Brady. You know what would have happened, son.
Ruthless would have knocked the ring rust off him and taken that title. and then you two would be
Nah,
crying in the
it wouldn't
office.
have. It wouldn't have happened. He would have took an L just like the next man gonna take that L. So it don't matter.
I'm glad you think that.
So we got
Glad
Ruthless
you think
Devontae
that.
Adams in a championship match with who?
It's going
Go
to
ahead,
be
say it, Ray.
against our elite champion.
Okay. And there's a special stipulation that the sneaky snake over here told me that he's going to add to it. So what's that little stipulation about, Brady Brown?
We're having a contest for a guest manager of the
Okay.
night. For one of our fans to be able to step across that rope and be able to come out with one of our talents. So I picked that match. And this third time's a charm. I think Ruthless can win a match without being distracted.
All right. So Tiger T.
Class pick, Ruthless Devontae. Class pick. You gonna bring him an apple to his office too, Ruthless?
Nah, but I'm gonna bring my foot up your ass when I get done with
You gotta earn that, cuz you ain't there yet.
Mr. Grappling says, love watching Brady get the grief he deserves. So, Tiger T, there's rumors that your arm really isn't hurt.
See, that's the thing about rumors. People's going to say what they want to say in order to make themselves feel better. But at the end of the day, I operate off of fact and not fiction, as I said earlier. Fact of the matter is that Tiger T did suffer a torn rotator cuff injury. And Tiger T has not been medically cleared yet. However, Brady Brown got his 2-cent doctors over here that have decided that it's time for the Pharaoh to step back into the ring, and he wants the Pharaoh to have an exhibition match against some unlucky soul. So hope that person counts their blessings, because they will be going to the afterlife after stepping in the cage with Tiger T.
You realize you're in a match in September, right?
Yeah.
2 matches in September.
2 matches in September.
Both of them 7 days apart. So his first match, actually, let's just address this first, okay? So right now, our screens are mirrored, so it's almost like a TikTok video, so it's backwards. So Tiger's holding his belt with his right arm, but you notice he was doing all this with his left arm. Didn't look like that rotator cuff's messed up now, does it? But he was like making his point using his left hand or his right arm, which is the arm that's hurt.
No, see, that's where you're wrong. This is my left, and my right is where the belt is draped over.
Our screens are mirrored, homie.
This is
Nah.
hard.
Look, it's not my fault you don't know your left from your right. You went to some 2A school in middle of nowhere, bottom feeding, inbred America. So,
Scott, we watched the video back. Me, Derek Chancellor, the owner, our physician, as well as our lawyer, because we were looking at his contract and we were looking at the video. He came out there during Aaron Debo Rydell's match, and he cost Austin Andrews the title because he got involved and he used both arms to do a move on him.
Jerry says you moved that arm quite a bit in that van ride, too. So I'm just saying.
Look, nobody wants to hear what Jerry has to say. Fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, no. Fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, Brady Brown wants to throw his weight around and he wants to try to force Tiger T into a match. Just know you're the one that made that match a cage match. And you think putting a dog inside of a cage or something, you've been dangling meat in front of a tiger for months now. And then you're choosing to unleash this tiger in a cage. Whoever this exhibition match is against, their fate is in your hands, Brady.
Yeah, he won't tell you. He won't tell you who your first opponent is, but he says
I haven't decided yet, Scott. I've been
Haas-
looking through our roster.
Haas Holding. Let me talk. It's my show.
Hit him.
Crap.
You're against Haas Holding in your second match. So you have any words to say to Haas Holding or to Brady Brown about that?
Look, Brady Brown is going to continue to stack the deck against Vince the Kingdom. And now that he has forced his way into having me step into the ring and compete, now him and his method is just going to exacerbate when it comes towards the Vince Kingdom. So him booking me against Hoss Holdings, it really doesn't surprise me. I've seen Hoss Holdings. He's a very high end talent. This is going to be a test for Tiger T. At least that's what Brady wants me to say. That's what Brady wants me to feel. Right, Brady? But what you need to realize is you're not dealing with some run-of-the-mill American. I'm your Pharaoh. You have to think 3 steps beyond before you can even begin to get on the same frequency as me. So go ahead and give me Hoss Holdings. I'm going to beat him, Truvine, Tyler, Texas. And then whoever you stack against me next, just like my boy Debo, you can give me 4 of them. I'm going to take them out.
Oh, look, son.
That's interesting. That is very interesting. You would say that.
I don't think you're ready for Hoss. I know you're not ready. That's why you're getting that exhibition match. If I really wanted to really hurt you and take that title from you now, I'd put Hoss Holding in a cage with you. You would not be able to handle him in a cage. I promise you that.
And Hoss Holding would still take that L if he was in that cage match. It don't matter who you doing there. L's is being taken by the Kingdom.
Yeah, because you would get involved. That's why he would take the L.
Hey, ain't nobody asked you, puppy. You sit over there and chill out.
See,
little puppy, while the Kangs are talking. While gold holders are talking.
Man, listen. And let me go ahead and say this while I'm at it. Because the only reason why y'all beat my partner, Austin Andrews, my fellow Diamond Dog, is because of the fact that, one, both the bad boys got involved. It took 4 of y'all to even put him down.
I don't know what you're talking about, homeboy.
What you talking about, homie?
They didn't take 4 of us.
That was Debo did that by his lonesome, homie.
I know like hell, HP. I know like hell you didn't just add who I think you added.
So see,
look at this buster.
See, this is my show. This is my show. You asked for Ruthless. You asked for Punk Sinister to come in here. Whether you say you didn't or not, you did in a way.
Don't get scared now, puppy.
So,
I'm not scared of Punk Sinister. Punk Sinister ain't nobody to me.
Really? I would say you tucked your tail and ran, but Brady chopped it off, right?
Where you been, Devontae?
We got
earlier this year, and you've been gone, man.
What you mean where I've been? You know what the hell I've been at, man? What you mean?
He said you running. You heard him.
You've been running and hiding behind Ricka.
We
had some stuff planned out. We were supposed to go at it, and you got scared after I attacked you.
Man, no.
You went
crying.
That's a damn lie.
You know that's a damn lie.
You went crying. Hey, let me talk. You've been on this podcast. It's my turn to talk.
Man, you ain't even on our roster, Punky Brewster. What are you doing here?
Exactly. First of all, I've beaten you twice, bro. You got 2 different partners trying to beat me and
get
Chris.
That right.
You couldn't get the job done for the tag team championship. So at the end of the day, you mad because I did something that you couldn't do, right? So at the end of the day, you talking about I'm scared of you, partner. At the end of the day, if it was up to this man right here, bro, I've been wore your ass out.
Dude, looking like Sami Zayn from
First of all, Devontae, I'm gonna get back to you. What's your name? Brady Brown. Sami Zayn from Wish.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't pay attention because you don't know who I am. So let me go ahead and introduce myself. I am Punk Sinister. I'm a 7-time champion. I've done stuff Devontae has dreamed of doing. Just because he runs around to these little promotions all over Texas and Washington, I've been way bigger and way better than him. First of all. Second of all, Devontae, you've never beaten me. You've beaten my stupid partners that couldn't get the job done. So don't go running around saying you've beaten me.
Because you just brought up another good point here. You say I do stuff in Texas and Washington. But weren't you the one who was also in Washington who had the opportunity to talk to JD Mason to get out there to come face me? So don't give me the bullshit about I'm running from you. Bro, you done followed me twice, 3 times. Louisiana, Texas, and Washington. So who has the excuse? What, you gonna follow me to Las Vegas next when I go back next year to the big event that I went to this past year?
When did I follow you to Texas? Because the last thing I remember is you following me to Hurricane Pro.
And you still didn't face me then, now did you?
All right.
No,
We'll get
no,
back
because
to
you
the order.
didn't last. You didn't last long enough in that battle royal for me to get my hands on you.
Oh, can't last.
I got in
now
the ring and you got thrown out the ring.
Woo.
Right.
Every time
Because
we
Edge
have an opportunity to
Edge
face each other.
Stone had to put me out the ring at that much. Come on now.
Edge Stone
So-
took you out. He didn't take me out.
So Debo,
What's up? What's up, baby?
I guess Brady Brown has said you're going to have a match. Yeah. Do you know who your opponent is, first of all?
Yeah, he just said though the amazing Austin Andrews supposed to get a rematch or whatever.
And it's going to be in a cage match
That ain't gonna stop nothing. Now I can just beat him up in the cage.
to keep out the Vengeful Kingdom.
I will make sure that Tiger T, Rodzilla, and Denzel Cool Daddy do not step foot in that cage. I will also make sure that our sound guy, on the threatening of getting fired, because the last time we had a cage match, he started playing Tiger T's music and it distracted Debo's opponent during that show and messed him
Boy,
up.
you trying to stack the odds on your boy, huh? Just like at the Carter show, you tried to put 3 other suckers in there with Debo, and what happened? They got took out too, by hook or by crook, like my man Rico say. By any means necessary, Daddy. It don't matter how. He took that L. Austin Andrews, you gonna take another one, this time in a cage. I'm gonna beat you, and I'm gonna beat you bad, and I'm gonna send you back across that good old state line of Louisiana, because you done got beat by this Texas boy.
I heard the owner's watching right now of Warrior Wrestling Alliance. So.
That's fine. He can get this work too.
Let him watch. He need to be watching his back because he got trouble on his horizon.
But yeah, it's going to be a great match. Austin Andrews is going to come back, and we're going to see what happens in a fair playing field.
He had a fair playing field last time he came up short.
Yeah, because your one-arm bandit over there started acting like he had more than one arm.
Look, man, it ain't our fault that Austin Andrews took his eye off the ball and struck out. It's not our problem. If he would have kept it moving, kept his motion going, he would have seen the bad boys come. He would have seen all that. But no, he took his eye off the ball. And I know you out there, Andrew. I know you out there. You listening, you busted, you gonna get it again. So now what? And then what's gonna be your excuse this time, Andrew? Yeah, that's what I thought.
He's gonna make excuses, Debo. He's gonna make a lot of excuses.
So let's give our guy in the center, Ricka, a chance to talk. Ricka, it sounds like you're going to be the star attraction at this carnival show.
Let me go ahead and stop you there, sir. If you haven't noticed, I'm the star attraction at every show, whether I'm the first on the card or the last.
Now, you believe that all you want, Ricka.
I don't have to believe it. The fans tell me so. The fact of the matter is that you will never hear Ricka Wildly say, I'm coming for this championship. That championship is mine. I'm going to take you out. I'm going to get that. You're never going to hear that because I let my actions make those decisions for me. The powers that be put me in place where I belong based on the actions that I put forth. You and every single other person in every single locker room that I step into have talked about one thing and one thing only, and that is taking gold for yourself. And that's all good and dandy. That's fine. But the fact of the matter is the championships that I go for, the ones that I end up taking hold of, is all set in place by the powers that be due to the actions that I put forth in the ring. Not by the choices that I make, not by the things that I speak. The action is what speak the loudest. So I don't have to be on here. I've been on here for 30 minutes so far, not saying a word, listening to hot air from each and every other person that has decided to come out here talking about championships that they're going to win. And that's great.
Talking noise now right there. Talking noise now.
Just cause your girlfriend showed up.
That noise now. Rick, I'm sorry to interrupt, but talk that noise now. I'm right here.
No.
It took 4 people.
I mean, I ain't gonna say nothing.
You don't show Rick the proper respect.
I'm talking. You took your eye off the ball, Andy. Amazing, Andy. You took your eye off the ball. Don't be mad at me because you came up short.
The only eye I had was on you. and you have
Get some order in here.
4 people. You, the Bad Boys of Wrestling, and your little stupid manager over there that claims he has 1 arm but uses 2.
First off, you need to get yourself correct. I ain't no manager. I am your Pharaoh, so you can bow down
Hey,
and worship me.
he's a
for
Yeah,
competitor.
that's
Man,
right.
that's
Next time we meet,
Only thing he
it's in a
managing to
steel
do is
cage,
fake
buddy.
that arm injury.
He's not a manager
champion you
anymore. I
talking
just-
about.
Now,
All right,
getting
Son.
back to-
let me
I
speak.
want to talk, Scott, about
I-
Ricka and
Look,
what
time
this
out.
show means.
Time out. Ricka, I apologize for these belligerent young men out here that are trying to
Whoa.
flex their
You-
muscles.
I
Ricka, I'm
appreciate
sorry,
that.
Ricka. I have no
No,
problem with you,
no,
Ricka.
no,
My
no.
problem is with Debo.
You don't have to apologize for anybody, and nobody's got to apologize because at the end of the day, we all are here for the same exact
Scott, you
thing.
have to get control, Daddy. It's
We're
getting
all
out of
here to gain
control in here.
victories, aren't we? We're all here to gain victories. We're all here to put ourselves in the limelight. But we can all come out here and say we're going to do this and we're going to achieve that and we're going to beat this one and that one and the other. But the fact of the matter is actions speak louder than words. It's been that way since the beginning of time, and it's not going to change anytime soon. So you said yes. I am at the forefront of this next event coming up for WWA Carnival Carnage, and you, sir, are right. This place that I call home, and I have set in front of each and every person that has ever sat in an audience that I have been at a show at, knows that when the carnival comes to town, Ricka Wildly always shines brightest and always shows out when he gets in the center of that ring, and it's not going to change no matter who I've got to face. It hasn't changed before. It's not going to change here, and I promise you this, whether my back ends up to the mat or whether my hand ends up high in the air, I am always going to be 10 steps ahead of each and every person that steps through that curtain. Whether you're champion, whether you're the lowest on the totem pole, it doesn't matter because I am the Barker of the Bazaar. I am the lights of the carnival, and I am pro wrestling as a whole. And every time I come to a show, and that isn't changing anytime soon.
Thank you, Rick.
That boy
Thank you,
pumped
Ricka.
up over there. He
And that's why I made him the main event in the cage against Prophecy Genesis at this show.
This was not a paid program by WWE. Yeah. So yeah.
So he's going to Ricka is going to be in his element. This show was made for him. It's going to be at the VFW in Lufkin post 1836. He's going to be walking around before the show talking to everybody out there that's on the midway, and enticing them to come in there and watch some different matches that are going to be going on, whether it's beatdowns or title changes or exhibitions won and lost, and it's going to be great.
So I got a question for you, Brady Brown.
What's that?
Ruthless. I had a little bug in my ear. Sent me some notes, and are you aware that there's some matches that are gonna be set up for you down the road involving the Vengeful Kingdom?
What? What'd you just say?
Are you aware? Matches down the road, future shows down the road. You got some matches already set up, and you can ask Brady Brown who's next to you, and they're going to be with the Vengeful Kingdom.
them ugly rumors.
When the hell you gonna tell me something like that, Brady?
Blasphemy.
Nothing to do with that. I don't know
Right,
anything
shenanigans.
unless that's something Derek's doing on his own, but I have nothing to do with that.
I can send you the text message from Brady Brown, Ruthless. I have it. I send it to you.
No, you know what? No.
He's
He gotta
lying.
send it because I believe it. Because I'm a child. I'm what?
Stirring
Pot
What?
stirring piece of
Stirring
crap
up
in
pot.
Florida.
But let me
the pot.
say this. Let me say this. Whether he do or whether he don't, whether it does exist, whether it don't exist, bring it on. I've
This
beaten
is what I got to say,
Rock
Ruthless.
once before.
You win
That's
that
still
title,
pushing it.
Ruthless.
I've beaten
And
Rock
when you come to me,
once before,
you-
and I can do it again. And at the end of the day, when Tiger T want to step up and Cool Daddy Denzel want to step up, I'll take them down too.
I mean,
You said it, man.
I didn't say anything like that, but I will say this.
Hold up. Let me see if I can copy this and paste it. Here.
Uh,
Uh-oh.
Hold up.
Sure.
Give me a minute.
Help
You guys
me.
keep on talking. I got it. I'll throw
I
this
didn't
shit
say
under the bus.
I will say this: the Vengeful Kingdom is getting out of control. The bad boys turned on me at the last show, and
Because
joined
you deserved it.
So
You deserved it.
so
You
me
think you gonna put us in check?
right?
No.
That's what you
We
want me
just
to do.
showing you we stand on business, like little man said earlier. We standing on business.
Listen, man.
Hang on, let's let Copy Friday Frenchman over here get finished talking.
I said what I had to say. We standing on it. You think you gonna cut us short? Nope. We gonna do what we want, regardless if you there or brother
Check your
Derek there. We run that. Y'all pay the bills. We just run stuff. How about that?
We're the foundation. You want to come in and change the foundation, you got to tear this whole thing down. And let me
You
tell
gotta
you,
start from scratch.
the foundation of the Vengeful Kingdom. That's part 9.
And you ain't got nobody back there. No matter how many projects you want to do, ain't none of them finna tear this house down and start from the scratch.
I got
Not
3
on my watch. Not on the kingdom's watch.
Look, I'll tear it down by myself. It
Yeah,
took 4
there's
of you anyway
1,
to beat me.
2, 3 right there.
Amazing Andy.
It took 4 of you to beat me anyway, so
I
I'll take
got a
y'all
question.
on.
Look, talk to me when you got some victories under your belt.
Hold on.
Who,
I got a
me?
question. I
Hey,
got a
you.
serious question. I got a really
I got
serious
victories
question.
all over the states,
I
buddy.
need. Wait a minute. I got a serious question because I need confirmation on this from everybody who on here. Brady, what did you say earlier? When he
About
asked you that
what?
question, what did you say
About what?
about me facing the Vengeful Kingdom? What did you say?
I said if you want that, that can happen after you.
No, you did not. You said I did not say that.
You his project. You can get whatever match you want, Daddy.
You're a
You can get a
snake.
title match
homie,
against anybody in the company.
Don't lie. At
Except for
the end of the day, I decided to see the
phone
messages.
number. I would never give him my private phone number, so why would I be texting him?
You tell me, Brady. But like I said, at the end of the day, I really don't care if you did or whether you didn't. Because like I already done said, I done already beat Debo once before. Bye, Felicia. I already done beat Rodzilla, sent him back to the seat packing. Now I just got to get the Cool Daddy Denzel and Tiger T, which is wingless man over here, one-arm Willie. So at the end of the day, man, if you
Why you
want to
bringing up
I
old
got no
stuff?
problem doing it.
Why you bringing up old stuff? That match was what, 2 years ago?
It's
You know how
2024.
much I've evolved since then,
But
baby.
it's a win.
That's
But
what
Nah,
Baby
you
Ruth does,
say you
Debo.
can beat me again, so do it.
I got you. It's no problem. We can handle that.
All you gotta do is deserve it. That's it.
Basically,
And by
earn your way up.
the way, just to insert myself in business that you say I don't have nothing to do with, I will make sure that you don't get involved or you don't get involved with his match. Come on the 7th. Trust and
Well,
believe that.
that's
Diamond Dog
fine.
stand tough and strong, bro. Believe that.
Because your boy Amazing Andy, he's just going to get this work again.
Ruthless.
That's it.
I'm not gonna get involved. No one's gonna get involved. No one from the Vengeful Kingdom. No one.
Brady ain't going to come out there and interrupt nothing and distract nobody.
Because right now your word ain't meant not a damn thing so far. Because I promise you this. If any of them 3 fools come walk out there, best believe it ain't not a damn security guard you got that's gonna stop me this go round. I promise you that.
Lies, little fella. That big old security guard stopped you in your tracks last time, little man. You ain't gonna do nothing, little fella.
That did happen. Ruthless, you're gonna be tethered to our guest manager that night, so don't be running out there. Because if you do, you got to bring them with you.
My man Jerry ain't gonna let no shenanigans happen. The head referee in charge. He ain't gonna let nothing pop off.
Probably because you got him in your pocket.
No, he ain't in my pocket. He's down the middle, Daddy. You can't pay him off.
Like the Vengeful Kingdom don't have money. I really know how y'all boys roll, man. Because at the end of the damn day, y'all trying to pay off on some things that y'all do. So
We ain't gotta pay off rent. Okay.
Who we try to pay off? Nobody. You see this guy on my shoulder? He's like, no. Ain't nobody paid nobody off. You just want this man that the Kingdom got. Just say it. Say you want in. Say that's what all this is about. Say you want in.
Say you want that silver and black like you a Raider.
As a team called Royal Pain, 245 days that fool down there couldn't even try to beat. So please Get it.
That's
Don't get it.
that's a
I
whole
don't
nother
hate
universe,
But
Daddy.
explain to me why y'all had to cheat to beat me and the little green dude that I had with me.
Hey, Punk.
Y'all couldn't beat that kid
Punk,
straight up.
Punk, with all due respect, sir, you have nothing to do with this. So why don't you stay out of this? You hadn't even been over here in this company.
Shouldn't you be looking for your
Mind
hacky
business.
sack or something, man?
Austin, you don't want to redo this, bro.
Punk,
Shut up.
Punk, you
All
have
right,
never
you need to
beaten
worry
me.
about Debo. You need
You
to
have
worry
never
about
beaten
Debo
me.
and don't worry about me,
Tell
bro.
him again, Punk.
Don't worry
He
about
needs to
me,
worry
bro.
about the God over here.
That's it. Worry about Debo over there. And whoever
Debo,
said
I ain't worried
need to
about you
look for the
because I
hacky
had the
sack,
number. I
maybe
had
You
the
you need to
better
look
number.
for the
be,
trade
because
But
I'm
mark.
throwing you
you
another
had the numbers
bone,
daily.
kid. I'm throwing you another bone. I'm letting you get this rematch. You thought
Let
I had to
me.
just accept it. I could have said, no, that
Let
buster
me.
don't deserve no rematch. But no, I'm throwing you this bone like the G that I am. Okay? I threw you the first bone, you came up short. So I'm going to give you another one. So whatever happened this time, no more freebies for you. You're going to have
I'll
to
tell
work
you
your
what.
way from the bottom on up, Daddy.
I'll
You're
tell
going to
you
have to
what.
go against Golden Star. You want to go against Debo again if you lose.
I'll tell you what. Since you let me get this rematch, when I win, I will let you raise my hand.
That's fine. You got it, my
That
man. I
sounds
ain't no sore loser. I ain't gonna make no excuses why I lost like somebody else named Austin Andrews.
Oh, it's no excuse. It's no excuse. I got beat, but I got beat by 4 people.
Well, you lost, regardless of how you lost. You lost, my guy.
all right. So Brady Brown, let's talk about September 7th. What should the fans expect at the show at September 7th? Is there any surprises that we need to know about? Is there anything that you're hiding under that sleeve of yours that's going to shock the world? So, and we're all men here. We're like, it's transparency time.
I got something for you. Anyways,
You know, hey guys, with due all respect, I can shut this show down except for leave him out of it, and you all can get off your chest what you need to get off. Punk Sinister, man, it's been a
you're the
while.
most disrespectful little podcaster I've ever met.
You know, it's been a while since we talked. We had a great conversation. I think I gave you a great interview, did I not?
It was great, man. I'm glad to be back on here, even though this is a bunch of business that I have no part of because
why is he
for
on
some
here?
reason
why
these
the
guys
hell are
have
you
not
on
called
here?
me. So,
Well, thank you for coming on board and listening to these ass clowns.
hey, man, anything for you, bro.
All right.
You say you talk a lot of trash for someone that lives in Florida. I got a front row seat for you with your name on it, VIP. In fact,
Brady, if you want that smoke, Vince for Kingdom will bring him in for you.
Who lives in Florida? I'm from California, baby. Don't you
I'm
see the
talking.
shirt?
I'm talking about the ding dong that runs this podcast.
We'll bring my man in to beat you up, Brady, if it came down to it.
I'm going to shut everybody up. Ding dong, you're the one that asked me to have a podcast, bro. So before you go talking shit about who had the podcast or what, I gave you the platform to share your snaky ability and ruthless Devante's things he needs to talk about, and you want to come at the podcaster? Let's talk about the man behind the screen on the right here, acting all quiet, keeping his mouth shut.
Hey, Tiger T.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. You want to talk about me? I'm a man who does stuff. I don't sit in my basement making a little podcast trying to play pretend wrestling. I'm out there. I'm doing the stuff. I'm working hard. I'm taking care of business.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do. And man, let's get back to our show.
You're lucky I don't have time to come over to Texas, and I'll walk anybody out there to face your ass and get this shit done.
How about it be you?
Like I said, you're lucky.
You be honorary VK for the night, my man. You honorary VK that night.
Yeah,
you
that's
are
the only way
lucky.
he'd win is if he had all 4 of y'all helping him, right, Ruthless?
You're killing me, fellas.
Don't be trying to get no cosign.
Nah,
Back to the
I want to hear this
September.
again. So, did you just challenge him to a match?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like he did.
I said, if I had the time, I'd be happy to come over to Texas to face this man and the snake he is, and put him in his place. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Brady Brown, September 7th. You might as well. We're transparent here. Shit's been talked all night long. You told me about some surprises. Why don't you lay it out on the line for these boys so they're not surprised when they get to the locker room?
Well, the Bad Boys of Wrestling got a match against the Sons of Plunder, which is a really neat Viking group. And they got their new manager, the Viking Queen's going to be with them. So that's going to be really nice. And like I said, I was trying to let Ricka finish, and none of y'all were giving him the proper respect that he deserved.
Shut up.
He's got a great match against Prophecy Genesis. And that match is going to be one banger of a match because Prophecy Genesis is one heck of a worker. And the two of them together in that main event in the cage, man, that's going to be awesome.
Hey, I give respect where it's due. And like I said before, back to the mat or hand in the air, I'm coming and I'm bringing it all. That doesn't matter who I face.
Exactly.
That's just how it is.
That all you got, Brady?
That's basically about it. Maybe one or two.
Hey, I tell you what,
surprises.
Rick has got it in the bag, and Brady, Devontae would have had it in the bag last time. Have you not interfered?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about this. Okay.
I thought we already talked about it.
Devontae Adams. I mean, you stab him in the back over and over and over again. And then you tell us on film on the thing that you think he's one of the best in the business. You think you're doing it because you want him to win the championships. It doesn't sound like you want him to win nothing unless you got a secret about Mr. Ruthless Devontae Adams that you want to share.
All right, Scott, let me go ahead and start this with a question. Did you ever play Little League Baseball?
No, I didn't play Little League Baseball.
Shocker. Okay.
Next question.
Little League Baseball, when you're learning how to bat, and sometimes you got that one kid that needs to get in the batter's box a little bit closer to the plate, and maybe they're just a little bit scared of the ball. And I'm not saying that he's scared. I'm just using this as a technique.
You just said he was scared.
I'm not saying he's scared.
Did he not say he was scared? Did he not? Did he not? Or am I
Yeah,
here?
I said he is not.
So.
I'm not saying that Ruth was scared, but one of the techniques that we use when we're coaching is just hit him with the ball every once in a while. Let them see that ball is not going to hurt but for a second. And so one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to take those distractions that Ruthless has and take them away from him, take away those crutches he's been using, because Anastasia is a crutch. Ruthless, you know, as she is. That metal chain you got, that's a crutch, and that's why she's with me right now. I took the distractions away on that. Now I'm going to give you one more distraction because maybe later on down the line you're going to have a manager. You need to focus. So, yeah, you are going to have our guest manager of the night for that match. And I'm doing that also because I got faith in you as an ambassador of our company. So, no, Brady's not trying to screw him over. Brady is trying to help him get better at his craft.
Help him.
I know you're getting mad. Just like I used to get mad when my dad beamed me with a baseball every once in a while. But you know what? I became a better batter. I swung that stick, and that's why I got all the guts and all the bravery to walk into that locker room and stand toe-to-toe with the Vengeful Kingdom and let them know that I'm not going to put their shenanigans.
Well, that sounds like your daddy was abusive if he beaming you with baseballs.
Hey, you might want to try psychology, get you some help, go talk to somebody. You got some traumas to work through, Brady.
Yeah, I flew your butt in, and I used a little psychology on you, got you in the car, and we talked. So who's the punk now?
Man, he tried to have you singing songs. What's up with that, cuz?
So you
What's
wasted
up with
my
that,
time.
Tiger? He tried to have you singing songs. Holler at your boy about that. What's up?
You tried to have me sing his song. Music sucks.
I thought you was going to fold there for a minute.
No. You call that cream of the crop music? No.
If he would have had you fold, I was going to side-eye you.
No. He ain't going to get me to sing. See, he's operating with an 8-bit mind, okay? That's his whole problem. He has to transcend where he's currently at first. And that's what he's not able to do. So he can keep singing any variation of the song Africa that he would like to sing. At the end of the day, all that he's proven is exactly why he is just so uneducated.
Man, Tiger, you put me to sleep, man.
When you walked off the plane, Tiger T, you were basically a glorified mascot of the Vengeful Kingdom who likes to medal every once in a while. You're like Scrappy Doo. Put him up. But, by the time you got back on that plane, guess what? You were back to being a competitor. Yeah, that's right. You are a competitor again. And if you don't like it, you can leave that title on my desk.
So, guys, I've been just
about
going over
you,
what
Mike?
Brady Brown was saying about teaching Ruthless Devontae Adams lessons and growing pains.
Ruthless don't need to be taught nothing. The man has
My
it.
question, okay, Austin, maybe you can answer this question. What sounds like to me is we're all being fooled.
No, listen. Brady is a good man. He just needs to stay out of Ruthless business. That's it.
Or is he sucking Ruthless into his business?
I'm polishing Ruthless.
If you know what I'm saying.
I'm
Polishing.
turning that diamond into a smooth.
So, Ruthless, better question for you. I hate to ask this question. I don't know if your counterpart, your locker room team or whatever would agree or what they'll say about your answer, but are you getting sucked in to the other side of Brady Brown and playing us all the last few weeks and few months?
Hell no. Because first of all, any and everybody has already seen what's been done in joint forces, locked and loaded. So for anybody to think that I'm about to side with Brady for anything, at the end of the day, no, you sadly mistaken. This man is holding my most prized possession besides my United States title hostage. So technically, what's only stopping me right now, thank God for him, from taking Brady's head off, is Derek. That's the only thing. If it wasn't for the big man Derek, I'm telling you now, WWE would be turned on top of his head because of me. Me and me alone. Not the Vengeful Kingdom, not any other outsider, me. And I stand on it.
I watch enough wrestling. I
That's the
watch
fighting
enough
spirit
wrestling.
I want in
And,
that match right there. I want that in the match.
yeah,
Without
see,
me, Anastasia.
as a fan, I watch enough storylines that I just have in my gut. You guys are gonna be all fooled September 7th.
As a fan,
Let me be honest with you. Let me tell you something, HP. There's a side of me that is the angry side. But then there's a side of me that don't nobody want to see. The actual hellhound. Please, Brady, I'm advising you. Don't push me there. Don't do it.
See, hold up.
Please do not unleash that on WWE.
Hold
So
up.
now
Hold up.
it won't be a good thing for anybody.
See, I'm not part of WWA. I don't wrestle there. But see, this is the Devontae I've been trying to get out. Because you run around hiding like you're a little good boy. But then you want to act like this. You want to run around with a chain and attack people. But then you want to be all high and mighty like you're better than everybody. Bruh, this is what I've been saying that you are. And then you want to run and hide and act like you're a little puppy. Nah, bro, you a stupid little mutt that only can win if he cheats. And that is what Brady actually is onto. Brady actually gets
that right.
That is why Brady is trying to help you. But Brady, it's a lost cause, man. You can't save this dude because this is his nature.
The only thing Brady is saving.
Nah, bro, that's why you turned on Prince. That's why you.
The only thing Brady is saving is me whooping your ass at whatever show that you decide to try to come and be on the roster on. At the end of the day, Punk, if you want some, come get some. Just like I tell any other person on the podcast, on the locker. Me and Austin have had our differences, and look how it worked out. Me and Rick have had our differences, and look how it worked out. At the end of the day, if I got to go through any and everybody, I've been through a mountain, I've been through monsters, I've been through clowns, I've been through anything and everything you can imagine. So at the end of the damn day, I don't fear anybody. But don't push me, because I will be the one that you will be afraid of. You want the hellhound, Punk? You want the hellhound? You want to face the hellhound?
Hellhound, Timberwolf, whatever you want to call it, bro. Bring it out. Bring it out, because you're not, man. Listen. I done put you down. I done brought you to the vet, euthanized your ass. All right? And now nobody sees you no more. Whenever I'm around, you're not around.
Please tell me when. Because at the end of the day, you had to try to pick me apart after I faced Tyrant. That if it wasn't for Austin Andrews helping me out, really, you might have actually did something. But at the end of the day, you want to stick your nose in people's business, try to throw powder in people's faces, and look how that shit backfired. So at the end of the day, like I told you, if you and Tyrant want to come to WWE and face me and Austin Andrews, I ain't got no problem with that.
You got me twisted, dog. I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody, dog. That's why
he don't need nobody, but he runs around with X Storms.
That's why I told Tyrant. What?
I said you don't need nobody, but you run around with X Storms.
Yeah, Dread Express, bro. We've done been tag team champions. What y'all been? Nothing.
All right. So Aaron Debo, he's been pointing at himself. He has something to get off his chest. What is it, Aaron Debo?
I was just entertained off of them fellas. That was it. They're entertaining me over here with their banter. I just like to see them duke it out if they wanted to.
So
I'm always up for a good fight.
Brady Brown, since you are so into,
if you always up for a good fight, why don't you and Tiger T meet Devontae in the ring?
So
you got to crawl before you walk, young fella. Just hold your horses and get by me in this cage match. Maybe we could talk about something. But until then, you ain't got no legs to stand on to hold no bargaining.
It look like Mr.
Clean. We don't let Scott finish because if he says my name one more time, I'm gonna throw up in this wastebasket over here by my desk because he keeps saying.
You were saying some HP because this incompetent Mr. Clean over here was trying to say something interruption. What were you trying to say?
I was just going to try to say Brady Brown. I've listened to Punk and Ruthless banner back and forth. Debo said he loved it. He said, "Let's go. Let's make it happen." Brady Brown, reach out to Punk Sinister since you are you're so involved and so in tune with the Ruthless one and so focused on his next couple matches. Why don't you bring Punk Sinister in, let him settle the score? You can cheat like you always do, and we could still come back a month later and talk about what you did again.
Is that what you need? Some ratings in a month? Is that what you need, Scott?
Ratings, man. Okay. You know, you've used that phrase for a week now. Again, you're the one that came to me and said, "Hey," and Ruthless come to me and said, "Hey, can we come on the show?" So I know I have a good show. I know what I'm talking about. I know because you guys come to me and I give you the opportunity.
And then you never shut up and let anybody else talk. So
I haven't talked 10 minutes of this damn show, bro. And you're still dodging the question. Do you have something planned for Ruthless Devontae to come onto your regime and turn him into a cheating, backstabbing little punk?
I'm not a cheating, backstabbing little punk.
I asked you you're trying to turn the Ruthless one into cheating, backstabbing little punk.
I mean, it's not going to be hard because that's what he is.
No. See, Ruthless and we see eye to eye more than he thinks he knows. And it's going to happen. One day.
We do?
It's going to click. It's going to click up here, Ruthless. One day. And you're going to understand what I've been doing for you.
Let me go ahead and break this down in layman's terms for you, Ruthless. Okay? You are his pet project, which means you are benefiting from something called nepotism. So instead of running around here having all of this bark like an outside dog, why don't you save some of that bark for some bite whenever you have this match on September 7th?
So is Austin, is he benefiting from nepotism too because I put him in a match against Debo for his title?
I mean, it has to be. Why else would someone come in, lose, and then get a rematch in a steel cage? He hasn't done.
Let me tell you why. Shut up, Tiger. Let me tell you why. Because I am that damn good, and like I said, it took 4 of you to beat me. Okay, so the rematch is not for me. It's for Debo to prove himself that he can get the job done 1-on-1. How about that?
Got to prove himself. He's already a champ. How's he got to prove himself?
Because he can't beat me 1-on-1. He can't beat me 1-on-1. And why are you still in this podcast, Paul? You have nothing to do with this. So why don't you shut your mouth? Because I've beaten you plenty of times.
You know what? Because the outsider came in and took over. That's why.
He's an objective viewer. He's very, very objective.
So,
but I tell you what though, what we can do, since you do have me facing the Eventual Kingdom eventually, whenever that's gonna happen, make sure Tiger T the first victim that I had to put down.
First off, you don't deserve to share the ring with your Pharaoh, much less the rest of the Vince Kingdom. So why don't you just go ahead and pipe down, okay? Brady, go ahead and tighten up that chain that you got around his neck and put him back in his place. Because if he wants
Sound
to
like you
keep
just trying to
and he
stall
wants to
because you
set
know
the
what's
thing
gonna happen. Sound like you trying to stall because you know what's gonna happen. You're gonna meet your
There's
end
not
to the
even Pharaohs
decapitator.
in the
When I
same game.
decapitate you and take your head off, it'll be no more Tiger T. He'll be missing his head and his arm when I'm done with him.
Ooh, such violence.
So
big off from such a small dog.
come to the end of the show. Okay, close to the end of the show. I'm going to start down with Austin, and we're going to go up the screen and finish with me. Austin, what I'm going to ask you guys is something you need to get off your chest. Whoever you got to address them, and then we can move on to Tiger T. Then we'll move on to Debo, Ricka, Punk, Brady Brown, Ruthless, and then I'll finish the show. Go ahead, Austin.
All right, so I'm gonna start off with Brady. Mr. Brady, I love you. You're doing great as a general manager. Just please try to stay out of Devontae's business. I know you're trying to do what you got to do to help him, but I think Devontae's got it on his own. Tiger T, Eventual Kingdom, stay out of my business. I know y'all got Debo's back and everything y'all do, but it took 4 of y'all to beat me. So that's why this steel cage is coming up, because I want Debo one-on-one. Y'all can't interfere. And I want to see if Debo can get the job done one-on-one by himself, which I know he can't. So like I said, Debo, at the end of it, you're going to be raising my hand. And not because I want you to. It's going to be out of respect. You see what I'm saying? Because last time you beat me, it took 4 of y'all. You and your partners. And then at the end of the show, you want to come in the locker room and shove a camera in my face and act like we're friends. Maybe we can be friends one day, but not at the rate you're going, where you got to use everybody in your arsenal to beat me and then act like we're friends backstage. That's not happening, son. All right? So this time, one-on-one, me and you. Punk Sinister, I don't even know why you're here. Just stay the hell out of everybody's business. Going about your business. That's the end of it for me.
Tiger T, what's up, man?
All I'm saying is that Austin Andrews, you got a lot of talk. I'm still waiting for you to actually show it in the ring, just like a boy Ruthless stuff there. But the difference between the two of you is at least he has someone watching over him and holding him through this ride in WWA to make sure he's taken care of. Debo, peace be unto you, man.
Austin Andrews, you over here crying, telling me you got 4 people. Wasn't nobody crying when Ric Flair was doing that. When he was keeping his belt, wasn't nobody crying about him having help, because he was styling and profiling. But it started to happen to you. You want to cry like a little girl, but whatever. See you on the 7th player. You're going to be in my hood once again. You're going to take this L with the circus lights going outside for that carnival. I might even pop some popcorn and eat it while I beat on you. Yeah. You ain't no threat to me or the Vengeful Kingdom. You and your little puppy that you hang with. We ain't worried about y'all. Y'all just another stepping stone to keep us at the top like we are. Humble me, you buster, amazing Andy, or be humble. Yeah.
Ricka.
All right there, sir. Here we go. Pro wrestling world, not just the WWA locker room. Every locker room that has the Barker in it, the bright light shines upon the pro wrestling world every single time that I walk through the curtain. We all know this to be true. The fact of the matter is it doesn't matter who I step in the ring with. They all shine a little brighter because of the Barker. So no matter if it's championships, no matter if it's, stipulation matches, cage matches, it doesn't matter. The fact only remains that I am top tier. Yeah, that's on you, Austin Andrews. And I am what pro wrestling wants. I am what the crowd craves, and I am what each and every person that sits in a management position wants on their card. Why? Because I am the epitome of what put asses in the seat and what sells tickets. So you can go ahead and write it down in your little book. Win, lose, or draw, the fact still remains that I am everything that you want to be. So we can run it. We can leave it there. How about that?
One question for you, Ricka.
What you got?
Mr. Grappling says WWE deserves a better masked wrestler.
And I argue with that. Why?
I'm just asking.
I said it before. I don't talk. I let actions speak for themselves.
All right.
So if WWE can find a better masked wrestler, by all means, why not book them? That's smart business. I'm not here to put myself over anybody. I'm only here to set examples with each and every time I get an opportunity to show up on a card. Championship or no championship, actions speak louder than words, and that's what I run on.
All right, man. Punk Sinister, I know you're not a fan favorite to this promotion, but I thank you for coming in. You have anything to say real quick before we leave?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna start off right here. I see, just on this podcast, we got two guys who deserve to be here. That's the two champions over there. Then we got these three clowns over here. One claiming to be top tier when he hasn't done anything to even try to join the ranks of top tier. Austin Andrews, me and you've had our differences. And if you want to step back up, we can step back up. I ain't scared of you, and I'll do it again. Pitbull, sorry. Poodle, anytime, any place, anywhere. When you're done running, I'll be there, bro. Just say when and where. Okay? And Mr. Brady Brown, like I said at the beginning, you must not know who I am, so let me reintroduce myself again. I am Punk Sinister, 7-time champion all across the country. I've been everywhere, done everything. I've beaten people. I've fought people you've only seen on your TV. So get a little education. I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. Look it all up, brother.
Ruthless Devontae Adams. Now it's your turn. We'll finish with Brady Brown because I have a question for Brady Brown, and he's been dodging since halfway through the show. Ruthless Devontae Adams. Anything you'd like to say and get before we close the show?
There's a few things I'm gonna go ahead and get off my chest. This whole situation of who is this, who is that, who sits here, who sits there on the throne, I can really care less. At the end of the day, I'm gonna be the one to shut that shit down. Okay? Doesn't matter
Now
if
you
you
still in
claim
my
to be top
catchphrase?
tier, if you are top tier, or whatever the case may be. All right? At the end of the day, I'm the top of the food chain when it comes to WWE. No offense to Austin Andrews, no offense to Rick Wally. But the fact of the matter is this. At the end of the day, I'm the one who's actually causing the most chaos in the WWE, and I stand on business. Now, outside of WWE, let me address this little one individual here. If you can see who that name says, DeMarcus Rashad. And at the end of the day, whose name is on that list that he wants to face? Ruthless Devontae Adams. So that's another one, Brady, who needs to be taken care of if you want to book it. Or if I got to go to ACW to do it. So, DeMarcus, if you are watching this, hey, bro, you called me out. I'm here to answer. And I told you what I wanted, which was that strikers match. One-on-one, me and you, let's do it. So, Debo, Tiger T, I'll be dealing with y'all soon. And at the end of the day, Aaron, keep the title real shine up and nice. Because your ass is mine soon, son.
That belt bigger than you, homeboy. You ain't gonna know what to do with that title. That bad boy bigger than you. What you gonna do with that?
The Marlin Factory open for
Don't
business.
eat enough.
You can't do nothing with that belt. You ain't got no traps like Debo. My big old traps hold that title so prestigious. It'll cover your whole body up, a little boy.
Everybody gave you respect enough to
one more thing while I got this. One more thing. Since wannabe PlayStation over here wanna air his grievances with me, I told you, don't call for the Hellhound because what you're asking for, you gonna get it.
Bro, you a puppy. What are you gonna do?
At the end of the day, you want Brunix, you can catch Brunix.
Bro,
Don't worry about it.
Bigger than you.
All I need Brady to do,
fleas bigger than you, bro.
all I need Brady to do is give you the contract, and I'll deal with your ass too.
Bro, there's fleas
And I'm
crawling
standing
around
on
on you.
it.
It's bigger
That's
than
all
you.
I gotta say on that.
All right. since Mr. Brady Brown thinks Scott's afraid of Brady Brown, but Scott's really not afraid of Brady Brown. Brady Brown just wants to run his mouth full of trash. So, the question I asked you, and you're dodging it, guys, I've heard it. I've seen it. They've been throwing little things back and forth at each other. Brady Brown, Davante Adams. Guys, Aaron Debo, this is for you, man. Protect what's yours. But I wouldn't be surprised if the snake in the grass pulls the Davante one in his corner and screws you over just like he did Davante Adams 2 months ago. And guess what? Sorry to say it, Debo. Watch your back. I'm beginning to wonder how close to Brady Brown
Scott,
Ruthless
seems like
Davante
you're
Adams is.
kissing ass. Brady has nothing to do with this.
Right?
Kissing
Oh,
ass. Did you just tell Brady you loved it in him?
Yes, he
Kissing
did. Brady is
ass.
great for a
I
man.
just said, no, I'm not,
Podcast.
there's no kissing ass here. I'm just telling
You
you guys.
said,
respect.
Brady, I loved it, you man. That's
Brady-
ass kissing.
Yeah,
Hey
yeah.
man, hey,
Austin-
I love
Austin-
you too, man.
Man, dude.
I love
need
you
to-
too.
That's all Austin Andrews does.
Peace and progression to you, my kind sir.
Austin, I muted.
But Debo only likes women. He only loves women.
I muted Austin
Bullshit. 'Cause at the end of
Andrews
the day, man,
because
you doing all
no.
that talk tough and it ain't about nothing.
I'm not kissing his ass. I'm just telling you facts. I wouldn't trust those two up at the top.
Look, I don't trust him as far as I can throw him, big homie, because like he said, Davante is his new project. So whatever's happening, Davante is going to be the face of it, getting that. He's going to get that push, brother.
Brady
Man, at the end
Brown.
of the day, like I
Brady
said-
Brown. Brady Brown. Everybody, stop. I got to give my buddy Brady Brown a chance to talk. Brady, you have Davante in your pocket. I think you're going to screw over the locker room with Davante Adams. You have a secret that you need to share, a pipe bomb, as you will, or a mic drop, as you told me on the thing. Just be honest with us. What's up? What's up going forth?
Close us out strong, Brady.
First of all, don't ever.
You lost his
That's
script.
what
He can't
you-
even say nothing, bro.
Don't
He called me scared.
English. The
No,
language
it's
you're
not.
looking for is English.
Can you mute everybody else? I gave her. I sat there and didn't say a damn
All right,
thing.
all right. Hold on, guys. I'm going to give this jackwagon the ability to talk. I'll mute him too.
And now you muted mine. All right.
There you go.
So, don't ever insult the integrity of Ruthless Davante Adams like that again. That man he's playing on his own game. I compare him to Stone Cold Steve Austin. He is a pit bull that's not going to be easily tamed, and I'm not trying to tame him. I'm just trying to bring him into the kennel, into the fold. But let me tell you this: I'm going to give my final statements, and that's it, and that's all you're going to get out of me for the rest of the show. I'm going to be there at Carnival Carnage. I'm going to be walking around with Rickett Wildly. We're going to be pressing the flesh. We're going to be talking to people. We're going to be selling tickets like we do because he's the man, and we're going to be out there at the Carnival. Now, as far as Ruthless' match, I'm going to stay out of his match just like Austin asked me to. I'm going to stay out of Austin's match at the same time. But he is going to go out there with that special guest manager. Now, for the Vengeful Kingdom, you keep asking me, you texting me this stuff, and you're making stuff up, but at the same time, I know what's on Ruthless's mind. I know what's on Rick's mind. I know what's on Austin's mind. And there's a couple other people that want to eradicate the Vengeful Kingdom, which I'm going to just start calling them the Eventual Kingdom. The Eventual Kingdom, because eventually I'm going to squash them like a bug. I'm going to take them out. I'm going to take everything that's in their head with all this crap that they like to spew, and I'm going to throw it on the mat, and I'm going to stomp all over it, and then I'm going to get a dustbuster. I'm going to get that thing vacuumed up, and I'm going to throw it in the trash can for good, because that's what's going to happen. Now, for you, Scott, this one's for you. Anytime, anywhere, I'll make sure that there's 11 seats ringside front row. 1 for your wife and 10 for those kids that you take care of so they can watch the butt whooping that you would receive from me.
That all you got? You done talking?
I told you that's all I'm going to say because you don't deserve anything else from me.
Guys, all right. I'm going to mute this. I'm gonna mute this dude right now. I'll unmute you guys because you guys at least have class and let me talk. All right. Thank you guys for coming on the show. That Brady Brown asked me to put out. He calls me a trash podcast, a small basement podcast, whatever. I'm helping WWA and Brady Brown, and I do what he asks, right? And I don't get no respect. But that's okay. You guys don't get any respect from me either. The only person that's getting respect from me right now is Ruthless Devontae Adams, right? We all see it. We all see it. It's, he's kissing ass, exactly. And we all see it. So
what are you even talking about?
Shut up, Drew. Let this dude talk.
Eventually is right. Eventually, the kingdom will be tried to take him down. But an eventual person that's trying to take you down will be the ruthless one, right? We all see it. We seen it 2 months ago when he supposedly pushed Ruthless in the corner and made him lose. There's a process this man has, right? He's not stupid. Watch yourselves. Brady Brown is a snake in the grass.
September 7th, the Kingdom's going to be short one title. I'm taking it off of Debo.
And Devontae Adams is slowly swaying over to his corner.
I ain't slowly swaying no damn well.
And we got this mysterious person walking down the ring with Ruthless Devontae Adams.
I guarantee the mysterious person. The mysterious person going to have the chain with him.
I guarantee you, Brady Brown knows who that mysterious person is. That you're right, Punk Sinister. He'll have that chain with him, and this is where Ruthless, you'll finally get your win.
That's the only way he can get the win.
Because shit's gonna turn around, and y'all are gonna be shot.
Because you were scared to face me anyway. So at the end of the damn day, come on, bro.
How was I scared? Go look on my Facebook. I posted it just the other day. I posted it again just the other day.
Let me talk. Let me finish the show. All right. Thank you, Devontae Adams. Thank you. We lose. So I'm going to get out of here because they didn't like what I was saying. Thank you, Punk Sinister. Ricka, man, I want to meet you, man. You look like a class act.
Thanks, sir.
Debo, man. It's been a pleasure. I always like talking to you. You have great stuff. I hope you and your partner, Tiger T, can finish the story and get rid of these jackwagons above you.
Appreciate you for having me, my man.
What story? They have no story. They're a bunch of cheaters. It took 4 of them to beat me. Are you stupid, Scott? I mean, you're over here talking about Brady interfering, but Brady's not doing anything.
Brady's running his mouth is what he's doing, and Austin Andrews trying. See, I'm telling the truth. I'm shooting facts. Tell me when I'm telling lies, right?
You're telling lies right now. You're telling lies right now. They have no story to finish. They're a bunch of cheaters, and you're on their side.
All you do, Austin, is kiss that ass, bro.
You already got your title shot, homie. You ain't got a kiss in between them cheeks. You already got the title shot. Just let it go.
Hey, I'll see you guys September 7th. You guys have a good one.
Thanks.
You do the same, bro.
Later.
Stupid clown.
So, anyways, thank you guys for showing up on the podcast. I'll unmute this Austin Andrews because I'm just saying, guys, WWA September 7th. It's going to be one hell of a bash. There's going to be some stuff happening. And, man, Brady, someday we'll meet, man. Someday we will. Unfortunately, because like I said, I have a job, a real job, that I take care of kids, and that only lets me get away 24 days a year. Someday.
So you're a babysitter. Oh, okay.
Fuck off.
Hey, Scott, respect on the kid situation.
No,
thank you, Punk, man. Thank you, Punk. This guy, he can't. See what I can do. I can control my 10. He has lost all control of his 10 men on the roster, and now he's trying to kiss ass and try to get people to save his ass.
Yep.
Because he knows that Aaron Debo and Tiger T will have his ass. That's why he went up and got Ruthless Devontae Adams.
Bro, they're a bunch of cheaters, Scott. Listen, it took 4 of them to beat me. They interfered in a 1-on-1 singles match.
You're talking like this guy up here. I've seen this. I've seen Brady Brown cheat. Now you're talking like Brady Brown.
That's Drew.
Brady
He's
did.
gonna make every-
Listen. With all due respect, I love D. I see what Brady's trying to do. D does have his ways, but I love D to death. All he was trying to do is get D to win without using the chain. I've had that same talk with D.
Devontae has no integrity.
Pause.
Austin Andrews
Punk,
only
shut
an
your
ass
mouth.
kicker.
Punk, shut your mouth. How many times have I beaten
Thank
you?
you.
Exactly.
Come make
Listen.
me do it, bro.
It's time to go.
All right, yeah, guys, it's Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast. You know, Brady Brown doesn't want to hear anymore. He doesn't want to hear facts. So
We broke
I'll
the
stop.
internet.
I'll stop. Ruthless, man. Good luck on September 7th. You don't need it. You got Brady Brown in your corner. So
He got him in his back pocket. That's an easy dub.
So
Especially when you
easy
got that
dub,
thing.
right? Easy dub, right?
Easy dub.
Listen, whoever's watching, follow the Austin Andrews on Facebook.
Don't follow that buster.
Nobody gonna follow you,
D,
bro.
bro,
Nobody even
shut
likes
your
you.
mouth.
Whoever's
Nobody
watching,
likes
please.
Punk, shut your mouth.
Jesus
Brady,
Christ.
we'll talk
There we go.
later. I'm out.
See you squares later.
See you later,
Brady
D-Bud.
Brown, Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast. I appreciate you guys. Stay online here, Brady. I just need to talk to you real quick. Punk, thank you for coming in.
All right, thanks for having me, bro.
Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast. We're out.
All my dogs, make some noise up in this house. Who is in the house? Who is in the house? It's the gangster of destruction, so you know what's going down. And when the drive-by's coming, then you better hit the grind. Cause when your body hits the canvas, then your head is knocked out. Who is in the house? Who is in the house? It's the gangster of destruction, so you know what's going down. And when the drive-by's coming, then you better hit the grind. Cause when your body hits the canvas, then your head is knocked out.